Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, we are not able to hear.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. We can hear you.
नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटी दुग्धमुद्भूत्य कृष्णं पारात्यं स्वं सुधिसरसिरसिद्धमध्यापयन्ती सोच्छिष्टायां सजनिगलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोदादस्यै नम इदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன் இசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தோல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வலையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவர்க்கென்னை விதியென்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Manmana bhavamad bhaktaha madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam mad parayanaha. The meaning of this particular sloka is engaging our mind always in thinking of Krishna, becoming Krishna's devotee, offering our obeisances unto Krishna and worshipping him. By being so, Krishna says, if someone is completely absorbed in me, and guaranteed that person will come to me. Manmana bhavamad bhaktaha madhyaji namaskuru, obeisances. Mam evaisyasi yuktaivam atmanam mat parayanaha. So this particular sloka, what Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita, is exactly what we are going to see in today's Pasuram. A very, very beautiful Pasuram. As Tiruppavai has 30 Pasurams, the first 5 Pasurams are the introduction. So we are on the last part of the introduction today. And starting tomorrow, the journey is going to be totally different. But this is the Pasuram which speaks and reveals the purpose of Andal to be appearing in Srivilliputturu, in a place in Tamil Nadu. The Pasuram is very enjoyable, very nice, and what Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita is exactly told in this particular Pasuram. And why this Pasuram has been said, a little background, is where there was a demon by name Hiranyaksha, who was a brother of Hiranyakashipu. They were twin brothers. What Hiranyaksha did to please his brother Hiranyakashipu, he took Mother Earth and hid in a place. To save Mother Earth, Lord Narayana appeared as Varaha and saved her, at the same time also killed Hiranyakashipu. This story we can learn in Srimad Bhagavatam. At that time, Mother Earth, Bhuma Devi, got so many instructions from Varaha, and that is Varaha Purana, by the way. So she got so many instructions from Lord Varahadev. At the end, Varahadev, Mother Earth was asking, Bhuma Devi was asking, well, thanks for giving all this information, but can you tell something that will benefit our children? Our children means Jivatmas, our children, where they are struggling so much so that they can come back here. And that time, Varahadev gives a specific instruction. And that instruction, what she heard from Varahadev, without any further delay, she appeared as Andal and gave that instruction to all of us. And that instruction, what is this? Pasuram number 5. And Varahadev especially said over there that one has to, when they are young, when someone is young, they have to make flower garlands. It's called Poo Malai. Poo means flower, Malai means garland. They have to make Poo Malai and then offer that to me. And then they have to chant my names. Pa Malai, Pa Malai. Again, it's a name. Therefore, name of the Lord. So I have to offer a garland of names, that my names, chanting my names, and try to remember me, try to worship me. And in that way, even if they don't remember me, I will remember them at the time of their death. What Varahadev says is a very, very important message for all of us. He says that even if my devotee could not remember me at the time of death for whatever the reason it may be, but I will remember him or her. Aham smarami mad bhaktam nayami sharanam gatim. Aham smarami. I will remember. I will remember my bhakta, mad bhakta. Even if they don't remember me, if they surrender to me, I will remember them. What they have to do? They have to make garlands for me. They have to chant my name. They have to worship me when they are young. This is a very important underlined statement, when they are young. So that does not mean if we are no more young, we are, most of us are not young. So we should not think that, oh, I passed the time, so I can't do this. Therefore, I don't need to make garlands. I don't need to chant the name of the God. I don't need to worship the Lord. Never late, right? So never, Atma is always young. But the point here is, if we are young, this is the time that we have to start doing Krishna consciousness. We cannot wait until everything settles in our life, because the settlement in our life will never ever happen. We always working towards being settled, but that never happens. Therefore, whatever age we are right now, we have to start immediately to worship, do service, to chant the name of the Lord. And that is exactly what Andal is going to reveal, that secret, what she heard from Varahadev over here in this particular Pasuram. And if someone is giving some instruction, they have to be a role model. If Andal is going to give us an instruction in this Pasuram, then she has to be a role model. Was she? Yes, she is. She was 5 years old. She was young. She was 5 years old, and her favorite service is to make garlands. She was making garlands. And she was always chanting the name of the Lord, Krishna's name, all the time. And she was worshipping Krishna. Therefore, she is a perfect role model. She demonstrated that through this Tiruppavai. So this is what we are going to learn here, and the advance and the benefit of doing what has been recommended by Andal in this particular prasram. What is going to happen is all our sins will be washed away. All our karma will be finished. So when karma is finished means we should know what's going to happen to us. Then we are not eligible, we are not qualified to stay in this world anymore. We'll be out of this prakriti, out of this material world. That means we'll be ported, transferred to the spiritual world. So let's see the connection of what we have done so far in the past four pasarams, and then connection to this one. The first pasaram, we saw that the time is perfect time. Margari Tingal Madi Nirandan Nalal. And then after saying that we have to take refuge in Narayana, Narayana is going, is the only one who can give us moksha, give us the eternal service that is about. For that, there are some do's and don'ts. Bayattu வாழ்வீர்கள் நாமும் நம் பாவைக்கு செய்யும் கிருசைகள் கேளிரோ நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலை நீராடி. Like he gives do's and don'ts in the second verse. And then by doing this thing, what are the benefit? Ongi ulahalanda uttaman perpadi. So he says that by doing so, we all will be blessed, and we get rain, our crops will grow nicely, and the cows will give plenty of milk. We learned that in the third pasuk. We also very carefully differentiated why she is doing this one. What is the purpose of she is asking for material benefit? It is for others, not for her. Therefore, in the third pasram, we learned that one. In the fourth pasram, Ari Marai Kanna, Ondani Kai Karavel. In the fourth pasram, as they mentioned about the rain god, rain in the third pasram, and the rain god personally came. Parjanya Devata personally came and was folded handed, was ready to do his service. what he was telling that, tell me, assign me whatever you want. I'll be happy to do the service. Please engage me in your service. ஆழிமழை கண்ணா உண்டு நீ கை கரவேல் ஆழியில் புக்கு முகுந்து கொடார் தேரி ஊழி முதல்வன் உருவம் போல் மெய் கருத்து பாழியன் தோளுடைய பத்மநாபன் கையில் ஆழி போல் மின்னி வலம்புரி போல் நின்றதிர்ந்து தாழாதே சார்ங்க முதைத்த சரமழை போல் வாழ உலகினில் பெய்திடாய் நாங்களும் மார்கழி நீராட மகிழ்ந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So being said this one, now everyone is ready, happy to start the Margari Nombu, Pavai Nombu from next day onwards. This is just an introduction, by the way. This is all introduction. First 5 slokas are introduction. But what happened is one of the friends who gathered there, she had some concerns. She was not very comfortable, or she was not very sure whether this is going to work out for them. So she placed 5 questions. That is, will our effort be successful? Because we have seen many great people doing big projects, but even they failed. Then what about us? Are we going to be successful? Can we do this one? Is it even possible for us to do? Because big people are failing. What about us? So the response is, don't worry about big project, small project. We will be successful. Don't worry about that one. And the second thing, then she asked, okay, then we have different goals. We want to get to reign for the Gokula people, and we want to get Krishna as our husband. We have multiple goals in our program. How is it possible for us to satisfy all our multiple goals? Don't worry, it will happen. It will happen. And the third is, well, this is all good, but you know what? We have our own karmas. Our karma is always an obstacle for us. It stops us. Well, we want to do some good things, it doesn't let us do good things. When we want to not do bad things, it pushes us to do the bad things. Therefore, our karma is there. How are we going to be successful with having all this anadikala karma? That's going to be an obstacle. Again, there's a response for that one. Number 4, you said all this thing is fine, and she brings up another saying that, well, what qualification do we have? We don't have any qualification. We are just cowherd girls, a simple girl. We don't have any qualification like big yogi or big brahmana, or none of those things. We are not qualified into any of those things. How can we? Therefore, Lord may start discriminating us. We may not get his anugraham, his mercy. He may discriminate. He may ask us, have you done this one? Have you done this one, that one, this one? So it's going to be very difficult. We won't be qualified. And we're going to find an answer for that one also. And lastly, we are not in a, even if you say that, if God says, or if anyone says that, yeah, you have a karma, please do the prayachitam. Prayachitam means atonement. By doing atonement, all your karmas will be finished, and then you can come to me. I can accept you as my wife. I can be your husband. So these are some of the concerns that raised by these gopis, and the answers are all provided in this particular beautiful Pasuram. So let's get to the Pasuram here, and then we'll address all those questions and enjoy this beautiful Pasuram of what has been said here. மாயனை மண்ணு வடுமதுரை மைந்தனை தூய பெருநீர் யமுனை துறைவனை ஆயர் குலத்தினில் தோன்றும் அணி விளக்கை தாயை குடல் விளக்கம் செய்த தாமோதரனை தூயோமாய் வந்து நாம் தூமல தூவித் தொழுது வாயினால் பாடி மனத்தினால் சிந்திக்க போய பிழையும் புகுதருவான் நின்றனவும் தீயினில் தூசாகும் செப்பேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So let's see the word by word meaning of what has been said here. Mayanai. First one is Mayanai. We'll see the full meaning later, but we go to the word by word first. Maya. Maya that has been mentioned here, it is not the Maya that we hear from different schools of thought. It's not Maya Vadam. It's not about everything is Maya, everything is illusion. That's not what it is. Life is Maya. There's a song also called Life is Maya, everything is Maya. But that's not what it's been told here as Maya. Maya is not illusion. Maya is not a delusion. Maya is not about Maya Vadam. In this context, Maya means Mayavan means one who can perform wondrous act, amazing act, great deeds, mystic acts. That person is called Maya, or that person is called Mayavi. Mayavi, Mayan, it's all referred to one who can perform Hercules, mysterious act, wonderful acts which amazes everyone. Who is that Maya? Who is that Mayan? Who does the wonderful thing? then explanation is going to be given as we go further into this particular Pasuram. Mannu means being associated, strongly associated. Mannu means also land, mud, sand, but here Mannu means who is rooted, very deeply associated with Vada Madurai. Madurai is a place. Madurai is a place. There are two places in India. Ten Madurai, Vada Madurai. Ten Madurai means southern Madurai. Vada Madurai means northern Madurai. The southern Madurai is in Tamil Nadu, and then northern Madurai is northern part of India, which is Mathura. Everyone knows it. Vada Madurai. Maindhanai means the princess. The prince. And Thuya means pure. Thuya means very pure. Peru means great, deeply or great. Neer means water. Water. Yamuna means Yamuna Nadi. Yamuna, Ganga, Godavari, Kaveri, Sindhu, this waters, right? Yamuna is a river in the northern part of India. Turaimanai means who resides, who was taken as the Yamuna, the seashore of Yamuna as a resting place or an abode. Turaivanai. Ayar Kulatinil means the Yadavas, the coward community. Ayar Kulatinil means in that community, Thondrum means appeared. It is quite interesting how carefully Andal has used the usage of words here. She's talking about someone who's appeared among the cowherd community and who took residence in the seashore of the Yamuna, who is Mayavi, who is Mayan, who can perform all amazing activities in the northern part of India called Mathura, and he appeared. He was not born. Pirandane, it's not Pirandan. Pirandan means to be born. She's using a word very carefully. Thondrum means appeared. So it's not Pirandum. It's called appeared. Appeared means the Lord does not be born like us because of karmas. We are all born here due to karma. We have done good karma, bad karma. Therefore, I'm taking birth, several births. But when the Lord appears into this world, Rama appeared because he did karma. Because Krishna appeared because he did some bad karma or good karma, therefore he born and he has to suffer. Rama did some papa karma, therefore he lost his wife and have to go through, lost his kingdom, therefore, etc., etc., etc. It is not because they have done some papa karma and punya karma, they have taken birth here. Therefore, it's not birth for them. It is called totram, tondrum, appeared. Therefore, Andal is telling that person appeared. She's not revealing the name yet. She just giving a hint of who she's talking about in the first few lines here, right? Tondrum, ani vilakkai. Ani means auspicious, sacred. Vilak means lamp, light, a lamp. What is a lamp? Lamp of compassion. We'll see that as we go through the details of the Pasuram later. Tai means mother, motherly tai. Kudai means womb. Thai kudai, vilakkum. Thai means mother, mother's womb. Vilakkum Seida means who brightened the womb of the mother, who gave glories to the womb of the mother, right? To that mother. Damodaranai. Now she is telling who that person is. Damodaranai. Damodara is name of Krishna, one whose belly was tied with a rope, string. So Dhamo Udaranai. Udaram means waist. Dhama means rope, whose waist was tied by rope. Damodaranai. Tuyomai. Tuyo means pure. Tuyomai means becoming pure. Vandu, coming. Vandu means to come or coming. Nam, we all, that are the gopis and gopas, everyone. Tu means again, pu. Many times you can see that the tu has been used here. Tu means pure. Tu, malar. Malar means flower. Tu malar means a pure flower. What is tu malar? What is pure flower? We'll know that later. Tuvi means offering, spreading, sprinkling. Tuvi. Toludu means to worship. Vayinal means mouth. Vayinal means through using our mouth. Padi to sing. Vainal Padi means through our mouth we sing. One must be asking a question, what are we not? We are not going to sing through our nose. We are not going to sing through our ears. Why is she specifically calling Vainal Padi? Padi is good enough. If you say, hey, can you sing a song? And that person is going to open his mouth and sing a song. We don't tell someone that, can you sing a song with your mouth? Open your mouth by your mouth. We don't say that specifically, explicitly. Padu, sing means to sing with your mouth. But she's specifically telling Vainal Padi. But we'll see the meaning why she's mentioning Vainal Padi. Poya means past. Vainal Padi, Poya means Vainal Padi, Manathinal, Manathinal means through our mind. Sindika to think. We think through our mind. Poya means when we offer the flower, when we think about him, when we chant his name, what happens is that Poya, the past, Pirayum means all the misgivings, misdeeds, all the sins that we have done in the past. That is Sanchita Karma. All the past sins that we have done, Puhudaruvan, and those sins that is waiting in a waiting list, right? We book our ticket. Sometimes what happens, you're in the waiting list. And then we get a call or we get a text message or an email saying your seat has been reserved, right? So there are some karmas. Already it started, the switch has been turned on, but it's going to come and affect us little later. It is waiting in the sequence, in the order. So it's going to come to us. This is prarabdha karma. Okay. Pugudaruvan nindranamum. Pugudaruvan nindranam means yet to come. Those things, what happens to them is teenal. Tea means fire. Teenal, in the fire, tusu means get dusted, or like a cotton becomes ash. Agum will become. All our past deeds, all our future waiting in those things which in the waiting list, that is the Sanchita karma and the prarabdha karma that is waiting, everything will be burnt into ashes, which will be burnt into ashes. How does it get burnt into ashes? By for us, Vainal Padi, Manathinal Sindika, Tumalar Tuvi Torudu. By engaging in the devotional service, by making garlands, washing pots, whatever we are trying to do, that is engaging our body and engaging our mind in thoughts of Krishna and opening our mouth and singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By doing this one, what happens is all our Sanchita karma, all our prarabdha karma, all those things will be gone. Cheppu means therefore chant the name of Krishna. Always chant the name of Krishna. Do not delay in chanting the name of Krishna. This is the word by word meaning. Now let's see what it says. Northern Mathura, was a baby born, mysterious child. That is Mayan, the one who plays in pure waters of Yamuna river, emerald like, the radiant lamp of covered clay. That is Ayar Padi Kula Vilakkai, Damodaranai, Lord Damodara, who has eliminated his mother's womb. Let us all purely adore him with fresh flower, by paying our obeisances, by singing his glories, chanting his name, and always thinking and meditating upon him. This is the meaning of this particular Pasuram. We're going back to the Pasuram. Mayanai, Vadamadurai Maindanai, Thuya Perunur Yamunai Turaivanai, Ayar Kulathinil Thondrum Anivilakkai, தாயை குடல் விளக்கம் செய்த தாமோதரனை தூயோமாய் வந்து நாம் தூமலர் தூவி தொழுது வாயினால் பாடி மனத்தினால் சிந்திக்க போய விழையும் புகுதருவான் என்றனவும் தீயினால் தூசாகும் செப்பேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So very beautiful, very beautiful Pasuram, this Pasuram. And as I said, why this Pasuram came is just because there was a doubt. And also you can see, before we go to the doubt part, also we can see this particular Pasuram, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. 8 lines. The first 4 lines, that's the first 4 lines, Mayanai, Mannu Vadamadurai Maindinai, Thuya Perunur Yamunai Turaivanai, Ayar Kulathil Thondrum Anivilakkai, Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Seiyum Damodaranai. This talks about the Paramatma Tattvam, Paramatma, the Ishvara. It talks about that Lord. And the next 2 lines, Thuyomai Vandanam Thumala Tuvi Toidu Vainal Padi Manathinal Sindika, speaks about the Jivatma's engagement with the Paramatma. That is the next 5 and 6th line. And then the 7th and 8th line, this gives a purushartham. What is that we are going to achieve by having the connection, establishing the connection from Jivatma to Paramatma? What is that we are going to achieve? And in the 5th and 6th line about the Jivatma tells what is that we need to do, right? So going back to our questions that we had earlier, will the plan seem to be big? The idea seemed to be nice. One of the gopis asking this question to another gopi, this is very nice idea. This is very good program. But you know what? Even the big people have big projects, but their ideas are all collapsed. Why do you say that? Another gopi is asking, please. Now, my request is you're not sitting in St. Louis, you're not sitting wherever you are in Bentonville and all different places, India, wherever you're all joined from. You're not in that place. We are all transferred into their Gokulam. We are in Gokulam. That's where we are. And we are also joined the party of these gopis, and we are watching their conversation. It is just a meditation. We just have to get into the meditative mood to enjoy Krishna consciousness. It is not simply reading and hearing some stories and walk away after 6 o'clock. It's not like that. We have to involve, get into that mood. Whatever we are studying, we have to get into that mood to really get the good result. If you're going to office, involve in your work so you can produce good job, good result for the company. If you're doing bhakti, involve fully 100%, 110% into the bhakti so you can get the full benefit of it. If you're chanting in full attentiveness so you get the full benefit of it. If you're doing services, engage fully in the services. Don't gossip. Don't take the phone and speaking to someone and doing some other thing, multitasking. No, you completely focus on the service. In that way, we'll get the full benefit. The reason that we are not able to see the full benefit of what we are doing, devotion in Krishna consciousness, is because we are multitasking. We are multitasking. So my request, when we are into this Pasuram for next 25 days, including today, 26 days, let's involve ourselves, not thinking that we are in this place. We are transferred into the place where Andal has transferred herself into Gokulam with the gopis over there. Therefore, one of the gopis is asking this question, well, the project is very good, but there are big project which has collapsed. Why do you say that? How do you say that big projects are collapsed and big people have failed? Well, Rama wanted to be coronated as a king. And who planned it? Great people. Dasaratha, Vasishta, they all planned. But what happened? Project failed. Rama had to go to the forest. So you see, Vasishta planned, Dasaratha planned, they are great people, and Rama's to be king, but the next day, project failure. We are simple people. We are not great like Dasaratha or Vasishta. We are not like Rama. So how are we going to be successful? And another gopi responds to that question said, well, all the projects that are big projects is always has some risk. If you're investing a lot of money, there's going to be a risk in the business, right? So it's going to be successful, it could be failure, it could be just bad success. It could be there are a lot of opportunity and a lot of things are there when it comes to the big project. But our project is very simple project. Do not worry. That's what she gives, a very simple answer. Do not worry. Our project is not a big project. It's a simple project. It will be successful. Do not worry. Well, again, she asked another question. Well, they had, though, those Rama, taking the case of Ramachandra and Vasishta and Dasaratha, they had only one goal. One goal is to make Rama as a king. Right? Even that failed. In our case, we have two goals. What are the two goals? One, we want prosperity for the village people. We want rain. We want good crops. We want plenty of milk. And also second is, the primary reason for us to do this one is we want Krishna as our husband. Therefore, we have multiple ideas while we are doing this one. How is it going to be possible? Maybe not both will be successful. One may be but successful, or both may be failure. What to do now? And another gopi responds saying that we haven't started yet. You know that we haven't started yet. But then what happened? Even without starting, Varuna Devata came. Varuna Devata came with folded hand. He was ready to serve us. We are just starting now. At the 30th sloka, we are going to see Krishna, and Krishna definitely is going to fulfill our desire. Have faith. Do not worry about any of these things. That is where my fear is. This gopi said, that is where my fear is. Since Varuna agreed to give rain, Krishna may think, well, we have given them something, a token gift has been given. Therefore, I don't need to address their second concern, second prayer. And he may escape from us. He is Mayavi, he is tricky guy. He can do anything to escape from us. And he may also blame us that you ask for two, not one is too much of ask, so I can't do anything. Therefore, he is Mayavi. That another Gopi responded saying that, well, because he is Mayavi, understand his quality of being Mayavi, Mayan, is to favor his devotees. That is very important. Is being Mayavi, mystic, is not to unfavor his devotee, is to favor his devotee and unfavor non-devotees, his enemies. That you should understand, not to be worried about anything. Well, all these things are very good, but if it is Lord's responsibility to come and show his Mayavi to the nature of being a Mayavi towards us, what qualification do we have? If he asks for any qualification and telling that, oh, you people don't have any qualification to be my wives, I cannot marry you. If we start discriminating and differentiating us with yogis and great bhaktas and great souls, then what qualification do we have? He may reject us. And the response that she gets back from the other gopi saying that, well, the qualification that we have is bhakti. If we have that bhakti, that matters. Nothing else matters for Krishna. And that bhakti is also not necessary. It has to be the topmost bhakti. Whatever bhakti we are, the Lord will reciprocate to us accordingly. Don't you know that we read in Bhagavad Gita, Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshti astina priyaha. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that for me, I treat everyone equally. I do not discriminate anyone. I don't have anyone whom I hate. I don't have anyone whom I favor. No one. Well, what did he say? Excuse me. What did he say? You said that na asti na priyaha. Na priya, he doesn't like anyone. I can understand that he doesn't like, is not favoring the demons and dveshtis. Dveshtis mean those who are hatred towards him. But then why is not favorable or why he doesn't like his devotees? Na priyaha means he doesn't like anyone. Well, please understand the meaning of this sloka. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshti na priyaha. What it means is that when you go to the temple with just one flower and offer to him, and someone else, one of your friend comes, he comes with 10 bouquet of rose flower, white or red rose, white rose, pink rose, green rose, orange rose, whatever the roses are. He comes with a truck load of flowers and offers to Krishna. Neme na asti priyaha. For me, for Krishna, he doesn't see difference between one who offered one flower and one who offered 10 bouquets or truck loads of flowers. For him, the bhakti is what he's seeing among these two people. Whether you're giving truckload of flower, but then you don't have a bhakti, what is the use of giving so much donation? But you're giving only one flower, but you have so much of bhakti thinking, my Lord, I want to give you a truckload of roses and jasmine flowers, but I am not so wealthy. I can only offer you one flower. That too, I did not buy it. I don't have a penny to buy this one. I just, while I was walking, I saw this beautiful flower. I thought about you. I thought about your lotus feet. So I thought this lotus will fit your lotus feet. Therefore, so I don't see difference between the bhakti based on what they give, whether they are educated, they are wealthy, they know every shastra in and out. No, we can learn this from Ramayana. In Ramayana, Lord gave his anugraham to Jatayu. He gave his anugraham to Sugriva, Guha, Vibhishana. You can just name all this. They're all, not everyone is human. Jatayu was a bird, Sugriva was a monkey, Guha was a tribe leader, Vibhishana was a Rakshasa. He didn't see the difference between, discriminate them on basis of their caste, basis of their knowledge, basis of their education, basis on their wealth. He didn't do any of this thing. So you should understand, we are all qualified if we have a bhakti. That bhakti is what is very important. Well, and she comes back and tells, well, that is all good. I understand that one, but you still have to tell me about our karma. I've done karma. The only way to get rid of the karma is prayachittam. Prayachittam is atonement. I have to do some prayachittam. To do prayachittam means, well, if I've done one mistake, I can do a prayachittam, one prayachittam to get rid of that sin, or one may have to do multiple prayachittam to get rid of one papam. It is not that I commit one papam and there is one prayachita to nullify that one papam. One may have to do multiple prayachita to even nullify one papam. It depends on the degree of that papa that we have committed. So, for me to do prayachittam, atonement, to get rid of my karma, first of all, I need to know what sins I have done. I've done so much of sins which I don't even recollect. I've done sins knowingly, unknowingly, that is purposefully, imperpurposefully. I've done so many sinful activities. Not only that, I've done sins not only this lifetime, in the previous lifetime also. Not only previous lifetime, the life before that, the life before that, the life before that, the entire life that I've taken in this world, life after life after life after life after life after life, what I've done perfectly is making papam, collecting sins. That is all I've collected in my life. What have you collected? What have you, if someone asks me what you achieved in your life, I've achieved collecting the wealth of sins. That is all I can say. Well, so I need to list out all the papams that I've done, not only this lifetime, or anadikala papam has to be put into the Excel sheet. The Excel sheet will run out of memory because I've done so much. Even if I somehow or the other remember all the sins that I've committed and written down everything, the next problem is that what is the prayachittam that I have to do for each and every sins that I've done? Prayachittam is so many prayachittam that I have to do. How can I do this one? First of all, I need to know the Vedas, I need to know the Dharma Shastra, I need to know all this thing. For this papam, you have to do this prayachitta. For this papam, we have to do this prayachitta. Even if I come to know all the prayachittam, just for this argument's sake, I've listed down all the sins. Anadikala papam has been found out and listed out. Now, somehow or the other, I also found all the prayashittam that mapped with respective sins. I've got everything ready. I've done the homework. Everything is there. As I said, I lined up, the ducks are lined up. It's all lined up now, right? Now, to do all the prayachittam, the greater of all the karmas, I need to have arogyam. I need to have good health. I need to have longevity. I need to have long life. But the list of prayachittam that I have to do to get rid of all the karma, one lifetime is not enough. One lifetime is not enough at all. I need to take so many lives just to do prayachittam to get rid of all the sins. So I am little concerned and worried and distressed, depressed that how can our desire get be fulfilled by doing this Pavai Nombu, by doing this 30 days austerity. How am I going to Krishna? How am I going to get Krishna as my husband? Therefore, another Gopi is responding, you see, this is what you have to know. When we surrender to Krishna, whatever prayachittam that we have to do to get rid of all our karma, Krishna will take care of the result of prayachittam, providing the result of prayachittam to get rid of all the karma, so we will be free of karma. That is what we need to do. Bhakti is now you're trying to put yourself into the motion, into the action to perform bhakti in such a way, because it is said by performing bhakti, all the karmas will be burnt. But we have to do bhakti not just one day or 2 days. We have to continue doing bhakti for every day. It is not only when we have holidays on a particular company holidays or personal holidays, or that is not the only time we have to do bhakti. Bhakti has to be performed continuously. And therefore, Arjuna also had the same thing. My dear Lord, prayachitam, I have to do in Bhagavad Gita, it is there in the 18th chapter where Arjuna is concerned about I have to do prayachitam. Sins are unlimited, prayachittams are unlimited, that is karmas are unlimited, prayachittams are unlimited. Krishna, when am I going to even do all this bhakti, and then how to get rid of all this karma and then come to you? How can I achieve you? And Krishna says, Tameva Sharanam Gacha. Krishna says, Tameva Sharanam Gacha. You please surrender unto me, Sharanam. You surrender unto me. Keep me as your goal. What the prayachittam will give you, as the end result, when you keep me as the focus, when you replace that Prajachittam with me, instead of Prajachittam, you put me in that place, then what happens is that what happens, Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja, Aham, I, Tvam, to you, Sarva Papebhyah, I will remove and banish and destroy all the papa. When you say all the papam, it is Sanchita karma, it's prarabdha karma, everything. I remove all the papam. And once I remove all the papam, moksha isyami ma suchaha. That I'll give you, I'll deliver you from this world. You don't need to worry about that, my friend. You really don't need to worry about any of these things. Mayanai, Mayanai. So coming back to this word of Mayanai over here, Mayanai. Mayan, why Krishna is called as Mayan, wondrous, one who performs wondrous deed. There's a great saint by name Kurattarvan. Kurattarvan is a disciple of Ramanujacharya who lost his eyes out of Guru Bhakti. To save his Guru, he lost his eyes. That great soul's name is Kurattarvan. Kurattarvan says, give some examples of how Krishna is Mayan, how he is a person who performs wondrous deeds. He was born with 4 hands. Krishna was born with four hands. And Bhagavatam, when we read Bhagavatam, he appeared with, we learned that he appeared with 4 tam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shank gadadara udayudham Shivatsa Lakshanam Kalashobi Kaustubam Pitambaram Chandra Payoda Saubhagam. So Sukadev Goswami says this one that Vasudev sees when Krishna born, he was born with the 4 hands, Shanku, Chakra, Gada, Padma. What a Mayavi he is. He also not only did that one, he transferred a fetus, that is Balaram, from the womb of Devaki into the womb of Rohini. Who can do this transfer? Transfer of one soul, one fetus from one womb to another's womb. What a Shakti he must be having. And he did this one by commanding to Maya Shakti, Durga Devi. He did this one. And then not only that, he was doing so many activities in the ground of Vrindavan. He drank the milk of Putana. Not only drank the milk of Putana, he also drank the life of Putana. He lifted Govardhana hill with his little left hand, little pinky finger to protect all the people of Vrindavan, and to make Indra submissive, to remove his arrogancy, his pride. He danced on the hoods of the terrific poisonous serpent snake called Kaliya. He brought back the life of the lost children of Sandipani Muni as a Guru Dakshina. He brought back the children of a Brahmana who lost his child. They were all dead. He brought back life of those Brahmanas' children. And then not only that, Yashoda was able to witness inside the mouth of Krishna and saw the entire planetary system creation, and he gave life back to Parikshit Maharaj. And then he fought defeated Bhanasura, Poundarika Vasudeva, and then he also did so many activities, wonderful activities that no one can ever think of. Therefore, Krishna is Mayavi. He is Mayavi. Manna means this land, or rooted. Who is connected? Where is he connected to? He is very much connected to Mathura, northern part of Mathura, Vada Madurai, Mannu Madurai. How is he connected to Mathura? Because in somehow or the other, Krishna is connected to Mathura. In Satya Yuga, Dhruva Maharaj was in Mathura, as the place he performed the austerity to see Krishna. At that time, this place was called as Madhuvanam. So Krishna appeared there and gave his blessing to Dhruva. And also Vamanadev also appeared there in that place. It's called Siddhasram. At that time, it's called Siddhasram. And later, during the period of Rama sent Shatrughna to this place to kill a demon called Lavanasura. And then at that point of time, this place name was called as Mathura. And now Krishna himself appeared in this place. Therefore, Mannu Vada Madurai, Mannu Vada Madurai. Therefore, Krishna has a strong connection to Madura all the time. It's rooted with him. Then Mahindanai means stylish person. Um, um, it's very hard to uh, translate certain words from one language to another words. But Mahindan means one who's carefree, doesn't care much. Especially this is the best example. Teenagers, right? How the teenagers are. Until the children are 5 years, 6 years, 7 year, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they are all submissive, or at least they try to be submissive. They act to be submissive. Once they cross that age, they become a teenager. Cheruk means some sort of carefreeness, carelessness, and do not bother of anyone. It is not literally being arrogant, but it's a different thing. We cannot even explain what that is. Not that they don't like parents, they disrespect everyone. They have some sort of pride within them because of that age factor. The young blood in their body makes them to act differently, right? This is Maindan. Krishna's behaviors, his act are all mind and like a prince. He doesn't care much. He was just carefree. Rama, by the way, whenever Rama life is totally different than 360 degrees different than 180 degree different than Rama's lifestyle. Completely opposite. Completely opposite. Rama was very obedient, whether he's in a teenager, whatever it is, very obedient. He'll do whatever his parents said. He'll respect everyone. He doesn't, he cares for everyone. But then Krishna is totally opposite. He is just a happy man, happy boy. So, Mayanai, Mannu, Vadamadurai Maindhanai, Thuya over here means pure. Thuya Perunir, great deep water. Thuya Perunir, Yamunai Turaivanai. Perunir means water, pure water. Pure water. What is the pure water she is mentioning here? Yamuna. Yamuna Nadi is so very pure that Krishna loves Yamuna. Yamuna loves Krishna. Why? When Krishna bathed in Yamuna, he rinses his mouth and he spits the water into the Yamuna. Therefore, Yamuna is so very pure. Yamunai Nadi, Thuya Perunir, Yamunai Turaivanai. Also, Yamuna has done a great service. Yamuna has done a great service to Krishna in many ways. How? As soon as Krishna was born, Vasudeva was ordered to take Krishna to Gokulam and leave the baby over there right next to Yashoda and pick up the girl baby and bring her back over here, right? Therefore, Yamuna Nadi, as per the order of Krishna, he placed Krishna into the basket on the head and he walked towards Yamuna Nadi. Yamuna was at that time, in those days, is huge river. It's very difficult to cross over Yamuna. But then I had a faith in Krishna, so he kept walking. As he was walking and he was entering, as he was walking further down and down and down, deeper and deeper and deeper, Yamuna was still running the way it is. But then he had a faith in Krishna's word, so he continued to walk. The water came up to his chest, next to his neck, next to his chin, next to his mouth, next to his nose, next to his head. He was pretty much under the water. But then the basket was touched by the Yamuna, and the two little beautiful lotus feet of Krishna's was hanging outside the basket. At that point, when Yamuna touched this beautiful lotus feet of Krishna, immediately she gave way. Immediately she gave way to Vasudeva. Until that point, she was just waiting to touch the lotus feet of Krishna. And then once she touched the lotus feet of Krishna, Yamuna parted. And then Vasudeva was easily able to walk across the river and exchange the baby. And while he was coming back, again, Yamuna parted, gave way to devotee of Krishna, and then Krishna was happily returning back over here. And this is the greatness of what Godavari failed to achieve, Yamuna has achieved. What did Godavari fail? Godavari failed in a service to someone, and Yamuna succeeded in serving someone. What is that Godavari failed? In Ramayana, when Rama lost Mother Sita, Rama became so much worried, depressed. And then he was running around and asking to each and every one, did you see Ram? Did you see my good wife Sita? Did you see that lotus-eyed Sita? Did you see that thin waist Sita? He was talking to the deer, he was talking to the sky, he was talking to the stars, he was talking to the trees, he was talking to the plants, he was talking to the animals, he was talking to the flowers, he was talking to Godavari. He was asking, did you see my wife Sita? But the thing is, Godavari did see Ravana carrying Sita and going away. But she did not open her mouth out of fear of Ravana. She did not tell, Rama, I saw Sita. Ravana was carrying and going away. Please go to Lanka and get Sita. She did not pass the information as a good servant. She failed to do because of fear of Ravana. Therefore, she failed the service of Krishna, for Rama. But Yamuna parted and served Krishna. That means, should we now go to Godavari and bathe in Godavari? Is it pure Tirtham or is it impure because it did not do service to Rama? What is the answer? Well, Godavari is pure, became pure because the Acharya says this one, and we have to enjoy in a different bhava, different mood. One should not challenge questions saying that, well, what about before? Was people not going and bathing in Godavari or not? Do not challenge any of such questions. Be in a different bhava, different mood when we are hearing the commentaries of Acharya. So the Acharya says the Godavari became pure after Andal took half of Godavari's name as her name. What is Andal's another name? Goda Devi. When she took the name of Godavari became pure. Therefore, we all can go and bathe in Godavari. So, Mayanai, Mannu Vadamadrai, Maindane, Tuya Perunir, Yamunai, Turevanai, Ayar Kulatinil means in the cowherd community, Ayar Kulatin in the cowherd community, among those people who graze cows and milk cows, those are the cowherd community. Thondrum, Kulatinil, Thondrum is appeared, and I'll say Thondrum, is telling appeared, not as born, as we already said, because he is born out of his sankalpam, his will. None of us are born out of our will. I did not think let me be born as a son of so and so and brother of so and so, etc., in this particular place, on this particular year. No, I wish I could do that, but I cannot. I'm not, because I'm conditioned soul. I am conditioned by my karma and vasana, whereas Krishna is not conditioned, is transcendental. Therefore, he makes a sankalpam. I want to be born as son of Vasudeva and Devaki. I want to be born as son of Dasaratha and Kausalya. I want to be born as son of Aditi and Kashyapa. So he makes this, he desires and he takes birth. For us, we have no control of our birth. We don't have control of our death also. Anyway. So, Ayar Kunatinil Tondrum, Ani Vilakai. Ani Vilaka means the lamp. The lamp, the lamp in the form of compassion. The lamp of compassion. This lamp, what is she's telling is Vilaka is compassion. Because if the Lord is in Vaikuntha, Sri Vaikuntham, this lamp called compassion cannot lit brightly, effulgently. Because where in Vaikuntha the Lord is going to exhibit his compassionate nature. There is no one requires his compassion. They are all already great souls over there. Therefore, the light called compassion cannot be effulgent in Vaikuntha. Therefore, that Lord who has this attribute called compassion, that light became brighter when Ayar Kulatil, when he appeared in the cowherd community of cowherd people. Ayar Kulatil Tondrum Ani Vilakai. Anivilakai, one second. I have to go back again and repeat so I can cut to the flow here. Mayanai, Mannu Vadavadre Maindanai, Tuya Perunir Yamanai Turaivanai, Ayar Kulatinil Tondrum Anivilakai, Ayar Kulatinil Tondrum Anivilakai, Tayai, Udal Vilakam, Seida, Thamodaranai, Tayai, mother. Kudal means the womb. In this context, it is called womb, not intestine and all those things. Kudal means womb here. Thayai kudal vilakam seida. Vilakam means it's not to clearing. It's not take a some castor oil. She took he gave a scoop of castor oil to his mother to cleanse his the guts. That's not what Kudal Vilakam say. The Thamodara, I mean Thamodara gave a castor oil to his mother to cleanse his intestine and guts and so forth. It's not that one. Kudal Vilakam in this context, Vilakam Seida means Vilakam is to make it prominent, to make it brighter, to be polished, to become glorified. So he appeared in the womb of his mother, and is that place where he appeared is being glorified by anyone and everyone. Ah, what a great fortunate Devaki is. What great fortunate Yashoda is, that in her womb, this boy has appeared, this boy is born. What great that person must be. Dhamo dharanai, Dhama udaranai. Dhama means the rope, Udara means the waist, which is being tied by the rope. Who tied this one? Yashoda tied. Why is she tied? Because of misbehaviors and whatever Krishna did to steal the butters from everyone, so forth. Yashoda was going and catching Krishna. She tied Krishna on a mortar, and then when she was tying, there were 2 fingers too short. 2 fingers too short, and she tried her best, but again 2 fingers too short. She brought more ropes, again 2 fingers too short. She collected all, she sent a message to everyone to get more ropes from all the homes of that Gokula. Everyone brought so much ropes. They tied 2 fingers too short. And Krishna smiled and saw his mother was sweating and getting tired. Then she let her tie. So 2 fingers too short. So unless and until we have the mercy of Krishna, we cannot bind Krishna. But we must have the desire to bind Krishna, right? Like how Yashoda bound Krishna, we must also have a desire. I also want to bind Krishna. Not like how Yashoda bound Krishna. We have to bind Krishna with our sincerity, with our bhakti, with our love towards him. So that is one thing. We have to have a desire to bind Krishna into our heart. And when we have the desire gets fulfilled by the anugraham, by the mercy of the Krishna, and that is what the 2 finger too short represents. So we have to understand we need to have that anugraham. Tuyom means, well, how do we get this anugraham? What is that we need to do to get this anugraham of Krishna? Ayar kulathil thondrum ani vilakkai, taayai kudal vilakkam seida thamotiranai. Okay, this is all good. But what am I going to do? How to get that anugraham? What does need to be done? Tuyomai vandana, come with pure intention. You have to first of all come with pure intention. Pure intention means what? This is very beautiful. Pure intention means not having impurity in our heart. Well, that is where the problem is. We all have impurity in our heart. Who can say that I'm completely pure now, therefore I can go to the temple, I can worship Krishna, and so forth? How can we say that? We are all impure in some way or the other. So therefore, Periyavachan Pillai, the commentator of Tiruppavai, many commentators are there, by the way, was written commentary for Tiruppavai. Whereas here in this context, Periyavachan gives a beautiful explanation. What is the purity that Krishna is expecting from all of us? Be ready, sharpen your ears, listen attentively. For this one, what purity means, according to Periyavachan Pillai, is so very encouraging. So very encouraging. Periyavachan Pillai says, gives a classic explanation. Tuyomai vande. We have to come with pure intention to Krishna to get his blessings. What is the pure intention? That is, we must have, when one has a Mahavishwasam. When one has Mahavishwasam means complete faith. Mahavishwasam, greatest faith. When we have complete faith, that when we perform Sharanagati, when we perform surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord, he will accept us as we are, even if we are in a contaminated condition. I'm going to really repeat this one because this is important for us to understand how great Krishna is. Seriously, how great Krishna is. He's going to accept us in any condition, any condition. So again, one more time, we should, when a person has a Mahavishwasam, that when I surrender to Krishna, Krishna is going to accept me in my current condition, you have to add one more word in front of it, in my current contaminated condition, because we are all contaminated. We are all contaminated. It's not that we are pure, a little pure, and we are mostly contaminated. Our consciousness, our speech, our activity, everywhere, everything is contaminated. Therefore, when we go to Krishna, we have to have that Mahavishwasam that I am surrendering to you, Krishna. Krishna, now because I'm surrendering to Krishna, Krishna is going to accept me as I am in my contaminated condition. But if we think that I'm surrendering to, I have to become pure, unless and until I become pure, Krishna is not going to accept my Sharanagati. If we think that, that is impurity in us. What is real impurity and what is purity in our heart? The purity in our heart is when we understand that in our contamination condition, Krishna will accept it. That is the Tuya, Tuyomai. Tuyomai means we are completely having a Vishwasam that Krishna will accept me in my contaminated state. That is the purity that we have in our heart. What is impurity? When we think Krishna is not going to accept me when I surrender, then I am contaminated state. That is the impurity that we have in our heart. My goodness, what a classic explanation. What a hope. What a great hope. The Periyavachan Pillai is giving a different dimension to what is called impurity and what is called purity. Right? We all been thinking purity means that we have to become good in our behavior, in our character, in the way that we are thinking and doing things, we have to be always good, etc. That is not what purity means. The purity is that I am surrendering to you as I am, Krishna. Now, you accept me. That thought is called purity. Tuyomai. But please understand one important side note to this one. When we surrender in that state of mind, then Krishna will make us pure. For Krishna to make us pure, Krishna is going to take over our life, and certain events and incidents and opportunity, that experience that we get in our life is all opportunity for us to purify our consciousness, to become really good in mind, words and thoughts. At that time, we should not think that, oh, Krishna has accepted me in whatever condition I am, therefore I can start behaving and doing whatever way I was. I don't need to change my behavior. That's not the message here. The message is not to tell that purity means falling at having the Mahavishwasam at Krishna. He will accept me in a conditional state, contaminated state, and so that I can continue being contaminated throughout my life. That is not the message here. See the greatness of Krishna. Krishna is willing to accept in our contaminated state. When he is ready to accept us in a contaminated state, then how are we going to reciprocate to Krishna? What gratitude do we have? So we have to start changing our life. We have to start changing that is what Sharanagatan means. That is what a person who performs Sharanagati. A person have to start leading his life anukulyasya sankalpaha pratikulyasya varjanam. Then he has to change his lifestyle. He has to be with the devotee, association of the devotees, and do what? Tuyomai vandu nam. We all look at this beauty of this word using use nam. It's not a nan. Nan means I. In Tamil language, nan means I, singular. Nam means plural. Nam means we. Nam. So she's telling, Tuyomai vandu nam. Let all of us. This is the beauty of satsanga. This is the beauty of community. This particular, throughout the Pasuram, we see there's a community built. She's community oriented. She's not self-oriented. Andal is not self-oriented. She wants to grow in Krishna consciousness. Not only she want to grow in Krishna consciousness, she want to grow in Krishna consciousness along with other his friends and people. This is a beauty, right? This is exactly what we are all practicing in our Krishna consciousness. We all grow as a group in Krishna consciousness, not secretly attending some classes and learning something, not secretly going and learning some mantras, learning some, some ragasyas and things like that, and then think ourselves we are great, and leaving our peers and friends and other devotees. When we hear some good things about that's happening in Krishna consciousness, we have to spread it out. We have to spread as much as we spread. That means we care for the society. We have to care. If we are attending today, if 20 people are attending today, each one of them to go and tell to another 20 people, hey, why don't you come and attend Tiruppavai tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock? This is the community care that we are trying to do. If you are doing some prasadam has been distributed, I go and take prasadam, I pack the prasadam for my family, I pack for the prasadam for my next day also, for the rest of the week, and be happy. That is not what Nam represents. Nam is, first I take prasadam for others, and remaining I will also take for me and my family and for the next day. That is a community build, right? Likewise, we have to spread Krishna consciousness by telling this thing, this is happening. Why don't you come to our Sunday program? One person goes and tell to 20, another person. Why 10%? Why 20 people? 1% to 1%. 1 is to 1. If 1% tell to 1 people, just imagine tomorrow at 5 o'clock, if there, I don't know how many people are attending this class right now, I'm not seeing the participant. If there are 10 people in this call or 20 people in this call, one person goes and tells another person, encourages another person, guess what? Tomorrow we are going to have 40 people. And tomorrow each one goes and tells to another one friend of his friend, family member of friend, that guess what, the next day, 80 people. For the 7th Pasuram, we are going to have 80 people. Again, I'm not trying to do marketing for myself to have a name, fame, and prestige. This is all Krishna's anugraham. To understand and dive into Krishna's anubhavam. That's all it is. No one is going to gain any, we are not going to gain any personally anything out of it other than gaining Krishna's anugraham, Krishna's mercy. Krishna is very happy when he says, oh, he's going and talking about me to the other person, and he's also encouraging the other person to come and hear about me. This is wonderful. My anugraham for him, my blessings is for him, my mercy is for him. I show my compassion to him. Tuyomai vandu naam thu malar thuvi thozhudu. Thu malar thuvi thozhudu. Thu malar thuvi thozhudu means, thu malar means the pure flower I offer to you. Not the scented flower, not the colored flower. Unfortunately, what we are offering now to Krishna, to the deities, is all not pure flower. It's grown in some land, someone is watering it, someone is doing it, someone is picking it up, somewhere it's been transferred by some means, and then some shop goes, whoever touches that, put us in a bouquet, and then someone in the counter gives to us by scanning it, and then we come back and offer it to Krishna. What is the purity over there? The real way of offering flower is we have our own personal garden. We have to have our garden. In our garden, we grow the beautiful flowers, we water the flower, and we pick the flowers, we make the garland, and when we make the garland, then we give it to Krishna. This is the highest way of how we can do this service of Thu Malar. You don't even have to go and give the flowers in a garland, or in some, you can just throw in front of Tuvi. Tuvi means just throw. You don't even have to place it with submissiveness, or it's just, even Krishna is happy to patram pushpam palam thoyam. Krishna says, you just give something to me. I don't care what you give something to me, and I don't even care how you give to me. Tuvi, even if you just throw it in front of me, I will accept you gave it with bhakti. Really? I don't have any bhakti. I'm just giving to you, throw something in front of Krishna. And Krishna is telling, wow, what a great devotee he is. He is just given a flower to me. And of course, that is not recommended. But what Krishna does is, somehow or the other, the giving concept is started. Giving, Tuesday giving, they have all this concept, Giving Tuesday, or, all the different giving program goes on in the world. Right? Giving should be there. If we are not giving, that means we are misers. If we don't give, we will not get. Just imagine, if we don't breathe out, because I'm such a miserly person, I don't want to give anything, therefore I'm not going to breathe out. What's going to happen? We'll suffocate and we will die. So if we're not going to, the wealth that we have, the wealth could be in the form of money, wealth could be in the form of education, wealth could be in the form of any skills that we have, wealth could be anything. If you're not going to give what we have, we will suffocate and die. That's number one. Number two, if we don't give what we have, Krishna is not going to give any further. And again, this is not to scare people. This is the truth. Krishna gives to those people who gives to others. And who doesn't even worry about, by me giving this $100, oh my God, my bank balance will reduce now. What's going to happen if I give donation this time for Janmashtami? Well, this temple has been asking me donation every single time. Then I have to cut down my monthly donation. If I give monthly donation, then I cannot give for Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Govardhan Puja. I can't participate in the auction. I can't do any of this thing. Therefore, maybe if I have to participate and show the people, show the devotees that I am participating, the only way is I have to cut down my other donations. I need to cut down my monthly donation. If I give monthly donation, I don't want to participate here. Well, Krishna says, don't be miser. Participate in any level that you could. Don't cut off yourself. Participation is a devotional service. By even giving a $1, you don't need to give 100,000, 10,000, 5,000, all those things. Even exhibiting shame in our heart. I cannot donate more than this, my Lord. Please accept this one flower. $1 I give you. But when I have opportunity, I will give $100. I'll give $1,000. I'll give $10,000. When Krishna becomes very happy. And at that point, when you have the prayer, Krishna is going to double our salary. Krishna is going to make our wealth double, triple. And because he said, oh, okay, you promised that you're going to give me money more when you get more money. Take it. Take it. I'm giving you more. At that time, what we do? That time also we'll give $1 only. We are very smart. We are very smart. That time also we'll do when we did not have money, we gave $1 and said, my Lord, this is all we have. My God is telling, okay, you only had $100 that time. That's why you gave $1. Now I'll give you $10,000 so that you can give $1,000. But what we do after getting $1,000, we continue to give $1 only. Krishna said, my God, we cannot change this guy. Whatever I'm trying to help him, he doesn't change. He doesn't. So this is what we have to do. With that consciousness, we have to offer flowers to Krishna. Vayinal Padi. Oh, by the way, there's so much to share on each and every word, but we only have so much time. But I just want to add this particular point also. Tumalar tuvi toludhu. Tumalar tuvi toludhu. The flower. The flower that we offer should have nice natural fragrance. It should not be scented. It should not be scented. It has to have natural fragrance. That's number one. It has to be plucked from, I think I already told this one, right? Yeah, so let's move on this one. So when the flower that is taken from our own garden and given as an offering to Krishna, that type of service is called Uttamam. A great service. We have to grow flower in our garden and we make garland in our own hands. We make garland out of it and give it to Krishna. That is Uttama Seva. Uttama Seva. It's considered great, best suitable flower that we can offer to Krishna. But then if we go to the market and buy the flower, right, and then offer it to Krishna, someone has grown the flower, someone has made the garland, and then you offer that flower to Krishna, that is Madhyamam. Second level, it's not great, it's Madhyaman. The third level is you don't even go to the flower shop. First of all, you don't grow the flower. Second thing is you don't go to the flower shop and buy this thing. Third one is you simply borrow from someone. Someone has already bought. Someone has already grown the flower. They are bringing. You take the flower. This is Adamam. You don't even have any interest in doing any service to Krishna. Therefore, we should understand Thuyomai Vandu Nam Thumalar Thuvi Toludhu. Now we are going to get into the next beautiful Vayinal Padi. Vayinal Padi means sing by or through your mouth. This is where the question is. What is this? Why she is adding this extra word called Vai? Vai means mouth. Vayinal Padi, sing by your mouth. Come on, you don't need to tell me that I have to sing by my mouth. Obviously, if you just say sing, I'm going to sing using my mouth as an organ. I'm going to use it. Why are you saying Vayinal Padi? The importance, the Acharya gives an explanation. She's mentioning Vayinal Padi to emphasize that the prayojanam, the purpose of having mouth. The purpose of having mouth is to chant the name of Krishna. The purpose of having mouth is honor the prasadam of Krishna. The purpose of having mouth is glorify Krishna's devotees. The purpose of having mouth is not to gossip about devotee. The purpose of having mouth is not to eat that food which is not offered to Krishna. The purpose of having mouth is not to chant the material things. These are the purpose. Therefore, she is to emphasize the purpose of having this thing called mouth is to use in the service of Krishna. She is only telling mouth here, why, but we have to extend that into our ears, our nose, our tongue, our skin. Everything has to be engaged in the service of Krishna. If you're not engaging these organs in the service of Krishna, then we are as good as dead body. We are simply a dead body. We have the body, we have the senses, we have head, leg, hands, mouth, eyes, everything. We are simply called as walking dead body because we have not utilized any of our parts of the body in the service of Krishna. We can be called as walking dead body. If you have to be called as a living body, then utilize your mouth in singing the glories of the Lord. Utilize your nose to smell the tulasi fragrance that is placed in the lotus feet of the Lord. If you want to call the living body, living entity, then use your ears to hear the Krishna Katha and chanting of the holy name and Kirtan and Bhajan. And if you want to use your touch, your skin, serve the devotees the best that you could. Otherwise, you're simply a walking dead body. Vaayinal Padi. Vaayinal Padi, Manathinal Sindhika. Manathinal Sindhika means then you have to think the Lord. It is not that only at up to 6 o'clock. Oh my God, it's already 6:15. Well, I'm well known by now. You all know that I'm very bad in managing my time. So I seek forgiveness one more time, and I keep going to asking for forgiveness for the next 25 days. Because as I said, Pasuram, Pasurams are so much depth in it, and we can go on and on and on. Now, Vaayinal Padi, Manathinal Sindhika means to think in mind. The first thing she said was, தூயமாய் வந்து தூமலர் தூவி தொழுது. தூமலர் தூவி தொழுது means the action that is performed by our body. Kayam means body. The action performed by our body. Second is Vaayinal Padi. Vaayinal Padi is organ using our mouth. We sing some. And then Manathinal, that is Vachaka. Vachaka means Vaayinal Padi means Vachaka means by speech. Next is Manathinal Sindhika means through our mind. Therefore, Manasika, Vachika, Kayika. These are the three important things to engage ourselves in the service of Krishna. Manasika Seva, Vachika Seva, Kayika Seva. Manasika Seva means thinking, Manathinal Sindhite. Vachika Seva means Vaayinal Padi. Kayika Seva means Thumalar Thuvi Tholudu. You see, all the three are covered in this particular sloka. But the interesting thing over here is it has to be the reverse way. Manathinal Sindhithu, Vaayinal Padi, Thumalar Thuvi Tholudu. It has to be in the order, actually speaking, because if you want to do an action, first you should have some thought about it. For you, first you have to, for you to do some action, you must have contemplated, you must have spoken something about that action. Sir, I want to do this one. I will do this one. You're just pronouncing to others or you're pronouncing to yourself. So the second is, for one to do action, one must have spoken something about that action. For one to speak something about an action, one must have first thought about that action. Without the thought, one cannot speak. Without speaking, one cannot do an action. Therefore, the Pasuram should have been Manathinal Sindhithu, Vaayinal Padi, Thumalar Thuvi Tholudu. That could have been the sequence. But here, Andal is completely reverse the whole thing. Say, Thumalar Thuvi Tholudu, Vaayinal Padi, Manathinal Sindhika. Why is that? Why he has reversed this whole thing? Acharyas are giving a beautiful explanation over here. Why? Because as soon as you see the Lord, the mouth doesn't keep quiet. There is not even a time gap, a space is given for the mind to think. As soon as you see the beautiful form of the Lord, the tongue does not stop. Immediately start chanting the name of the God, or name of God. There's no time given to the manasu to think, mind to think. That is why the thing comes first. And then even before that, you see the Lord, you want to do something. You just don't stand like a tree over there. If you see the Lord is coming, you get up. If you see the devotees are coming, you get up. You don't just sit like that, like a jada, like an object, a non-sentient object. You immediately get up and do some action. When the curtain is open, at that time, immediately we bow down in front of the deity. The action is done because anyone and everyone who comes in front of the Lord, they lose themselves and get attracted to the Lord's beauty. Therefore, the sequence doesn't matter over here. Whether you have to think first, then you have to pronounce it, then you have to do action. Anyone who sees the Lord, they immediately get into action. And then they start speaking the beauty and glories of the Lord. And then they start thinking about what they have spoken, what they have done. That is why in this particular Pasuram, it is Thuyomai Vandunam Thumalar Thubi Thuludu Vayinal Padi Manathinal Sindika. So the first 4 lines, it's about Ishvara, the greatness of Ishvara. Who that Ishvara is none other than who was Mayan, who appeared in Vadamadurai. He is like a prince who is just very stylish. And then Thuya Perunir, he took his residence in the seashore of Yamuna Nadi. That's where he took his residence. Thuya Perunir Yamunai Thuraivanar. Ayar Kulatin, where did it appear? He appeared in the community of the cowherd village people as a lamp, a bright lamp. And then where did he appear? He appeared in the womb of Devaki or Yashoda. In this case, we can tell Yashoda also, because Devaki, even though she gave birth to Krishna, whatever a mother should perform for her child after the birth, everything is done by Yashoda. Devaki did not get involved at all. Therefore, we can tell this is Yashoda. We can also tell that Thayai Kudal Vilakam Seyyum. The Thayai Kudal Vilakam can also refer to Yashoda, can also refer to Devaki. Kudal Vilakam Seyyum, Kudal Vilakam say that Thamodarane, that Thamodara, who brought glories to the womb of his mother Yashoda, of his mother Devaki, to him, Thuyomai Vandunam, to him with purity in our heart, the purity in our heart, we offer the flower, Thumalar Thubi Thurudu, physically with our hands, physically we offer the flowers at his feet. The flower can be extended to all the services that we do. Then what we do, Vayinal Padi, chant his name as much as we could, without any intention, without any motive, chant his name. As we chant, then Manathinal Sindithu, then we start contemplating of the pastimes of Krishna, the glories of Krishna, and also not only Krishna, we extend contemplating about the glories of Krishna's devotees, their greatness, Manathinal Sindithu. When we do all this thing that is said in the 2 lines, in the 5th and 6th line, what happens to us when we do like this? Poya Pirayum, Puhudaruvan, Nindranavum, Teenil Tusahum Cheppero Empavai. The benefit of doing this thing is that papam, poya Pirayum, poya means that which is already there in the back, which is there. That is Sanchita Karma. Puhudaruvan Nindranavum, poya Pirayum, Puhudaruvan Nindranavum. The papam that we have collected so far, which is there. By the way, before we get into this particular thing, we have to understand what is papam and what is punyam. There are different explanations are given for what is papa means and what is punyam means, but we'll only see one explanation which is related to this one, which will be easy for us in this context. Is papa means that which stays unseen but gives us unpleasant experience. This is papam. I'll repeat it. If someone is asked, can you tell me what is papa means, what is sin means? Sin means that which stays with us all the time like a shadow. Wherever we go, it is there, but we can't see it. We can't look around us, we can't see it. That which stays with us, which is unseen, but gives us unpleasant experience unexpectedly. That is papa. Now, what about punyam? Punyam is that which stays with us unseen, but gives us pleasant experience unexpectedly. We do not expect I have to get sin, I have to get papam, I have to get suffering, I have to get punished, I have to be, and someone does not experience, I want to this, that. Of course, we all want to get good experience that we may experience, that we may be expecting to happen, but no one was going to tell, I'm expecting this Sunday morning, someone is going to slap on my face, someone is going to hit my car. No one is going to think like that because of my previous karma. I'm expecting this is going to happen on this Sunday. No one is going to expect. It is unexpected. Is it pleasing? Unpleasant. Unpleasant. But where is that unpleasant thing is coming? Is it coming from someone else? No, it's with you. Where is it? We can't see it. It is right with you. We can't see it, but it with us giving an unexpected, unpleasant experience. That is what called as papam. That which gives us a pleasant experience, which we may expect or we may not expect. That is punyam. That is called punyam. So here, There is more explanation of what is papam and punyam, but we don't have much time to go through the another explanation of what they are. But we'll just stick on to this one. In future, we'll see the other meanings of what papam and punyam are. Poya puriyam puhudaruvan indranavum. Poya puriyam puhudaruvan indranavum. Therefore, all the sanchita karma, all the karma that's going to wait in the waiting list to come up, attack us, whether it's a good one or bad one, no one is worried about the good ones, but the bad one everyone is worried about. Therefore, any bad thing that's going to affect us, puhudaruvan into Teenil tusaham means like you just collect all the unwanted things. You know, in India, in the southern part of India, during Sankranti, a day before Sankranti, that day is called Bohi. Bohi means on this particular day, what the people, especially on the southern part of India and Tamil Nadu, we have this culture that what we do is that we collect all the unwanted things and then go to the street and burn them. And this is bogi. You're just throwing away all the unwanted things. All the unwanted things will be gone into that fire, become ash into ash. And that particular thing has a altogether different meaning anyway. But let's not get into the Shankranti program here. But like that, I just gave an example. Like that, all the previous Sanchita karma, all the karma that is waiting for us to get executed, please understand, I'm using the words very carefully. Those karmas which is waiting to impact us. But the karma which is already in action, okay? Please hear. The karma which is already in action, we have to finish it. There is no exception for that one. However great we are, there is no exception for the karma which is already going on. We cannot change that karma. But even prarabdha karma, here is a small definition. Prarabdha karma is arabdham, which is already started. Sanchita karma, which is not started, which is in the collection, it's always sitting there. And a little portion of Sanchita karma is taken out, becomes a prarabdha karma. And this prarabdha karma is like a checking account. From the savings account called Sanchita karma, a checking, some portion of money is taken and put in the checking account. So it can be expenses can be taken care. The Sanchita karma, this Sanchita karma that we have taken from this prarabdha karma that we have taken from the Sanchita karma, it's not only one lifetime. It's not like after I die, again I go back to Sanchita karma and take another 10,000 credit points of karma and use it for the next lifetime. One set of prarabdha karma may run for tens and hundreds and thousands of lifetimes. We should not misunderstand this one. This is important to understand. Prarabdha karma may run into several lifetimes, not one lifetime, several lifetimes. But what Krishna is saying here is, means all the Sanchita karma, don't worry about it. I guarantee you, it's been gone. I'll take care of. I'll wave off. Write a wave off letter for you. I'll wave it off. Okay. What of the prarabdha karma? Prarabdha karma, whatever is waiting for you to get into action, it's going to impact you beyond this lifetime. There are some prarabdha karma which may require for me to suffer, not just this lifetime, next lifetime also, or the 10 more lifetime, right? What Krishna is telling is, your prarabdha karma that may go beyond this janma, I'll waive off that also. What you have to go through this lifetime is, whatever is already started, you just finish it off. Whatever you started, just finish it off. Once you finish that one, because you don't have the Sanchita karma, you don't have to extend your life to finish your other prarabdha karma. You don't have any more karmas. It's all burnt. Teenil tusaham. It's been burnt into ashes. It's all burnt into ashes. Once it's burnt into ashes, what is left over? You have no business in this world. You don't have business with what to do then? Come back to me. Come back to me. And this is exactly what Krishna is saying. And what we discussed today is just the surface of this, but not only this one, all the pasuram that we are seeing. You may be thinking that this guy is going more than 60 minutes, more than 1 hour. But to tell the truth, there are great acharyas, they take one pasuram, one line, one word, and go into that for days together. And I'm not so knowledgeable, and I don't have that time, and you don't have time. And therefore, what we have seen is only a small drop within the drop. That's all we have seen. So let's pray to Andal. On this day, on the 5th day, Mayanai, Mannu Vadamadurai Maindhanai, Puya Perunir Yamunai Turaivanai, Ayar Kulathinil Thondrum Anivilakkai, Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Seida Thamodaranai, தூயமாய் வந்து நாம் தூமலர் தூவி தொழுது வாயினால் பாடி மனத்தினால் சிந்திக்க போய பிழையும் புகுதருவான் நின்றனவும் தீயில் தூசாகும் செப்பேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Now, what's coming up tomorrow is all in action, which means this 5 Pasuram that we started, Margari Tingal unto Mayanai Mannu, this 5 Pasuram is just an introduction. They are all talking to each other. That's all they are doing. They have not gone to the Yamuna Tirtham yet. They are all gathered in one place. They are discussing about what needs to be done, what to be done, what not to be done, what are the things they are expecting, and what is the benefit of these things. These are all they are discussing as a group. From tomorrow onwards, Pasuram number 6 onwards, now they are, whoever gathered, little gopis have gathered, now they are going to go to the other gopis' house, wake her up. Gopi number 1, it's not again sequence. They already they formed the principal group is formed now. But now they are going to go to the next door of another gopi, wake her up, and go to take her, and then go to the next gopi, wake her up. Like that they are going to do, and that is starting from tomorrow. They are going to wake the gopis up. Beautiful sloka is coming up, and much deeper meaning is there. But before I let you all go, there is deeper meaning for this particular sloka. Mayane mannu vadavadare maindane. Let me read this one. If we, with hearts aching for Krishna, we have to feel that I am missing Krishna. It's just I'm terribly tortured, not able to be with Krishna. With aching heart for Krishna, sing of his glories and divine pastimes. Meditate with a steady mind on his divine form. Surrender ourselves completely unto him and serve him who resides in Mathura and other holy places where his divine presence is always felt, who is omniscient, who has liberated his mother Kausalya and Devaki from the bonds of future birth and death by granting them liberation, who is easily swayed by the love of his devotees and responds as if they were in control. Then all our sins, past and future, will vanish like a bale of cotton touched by a spark of fire. But please understand, we are not chanting Pasuram, Tiruppavai Pasuram. We are not chanting this. We are not chanting Krishna's name. We are not offering flowers. We are not thinking of Krishna so that all my karma will be finished. If you all got that message, or not you, if we all got the essence of this Pasuram to be, I'm chanting, I'm doing all the service so that my karma will be finished, we are in the beginning stage of Krishna consciousness. We are in the beginning stage of Krishna consciousness. Then why are we chanting? Why are we doing service? Why are we thinking about Krishna? Not because I want to get rid of karma, because it is pleasant. It is like nectar. It pleases Krishna. Therefore, I am doing service. Therefore, I am chanting Krishna. When I think of Krishna, when I contemplate Krishna, it's just so nice to see Krishna's smiling face. That is the primary reason why we are doing services, why we are chanting, why we are contemplating. But as we are doing that one, the secondary benefit is all our karmas will be finished. So we have to keep the first one as the primary reason, not the secondary one as the primary reason. Do not think that let me chant, all my karma will go away, let me chant, I've done a lot of papa, it will go away, let me chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is not the way to, as a bhaktas, growing bhaktas, that is not the intention why we are chanting. We are chanting because that pleases Krishna. When Krishna is pleased, as a secondary benefit, all our sanchita karma, all our prarabdha karma are gone. Whether it's going or not going, I don't worry about it, because my goal is to please Krishna. That's all. For example, if you're going to gym, someone is telling, hey, you're going to gym, right? He said, yes, I'm going to gym. I know why you're going to the gym. You're simply going to the gym because you want to get rid of all your toxins in your body. Because when you sweat, the toxins comes out, right? That's why you're going to gym. But actually, why I am going to gym is to reduce my weight. I want to be healthy and reduce my weight. Removing toxins and releasing the sweats, perspiration is not the primary reason why I'm going to the gym. I'm not paying and going to the gym to sweat there, but I'm wanting to reduce my body. Therefore, I'm paying and doing exercises. While I'm doing exercises, I sweat. The toxins comes out. Likewise, why we are doing Krishna consciousness is to please Krishna. not to get material benefit, not to get rid of karma. That is not what we are aiming for. But when you do Krishna consciousness without any other desire, any other motive to please Krishna, our karma get vanished. Therefore, in that mood, we engage in chanting. In that mood, we engage in service. In that mood, we contemplate what we heard today in the fifth Pasuram to rest of the days. It is not that we heard this one and we forget and come tomorrow as a fresh, oh, did you tell that one in yesterday? No. Throughout this day, let's contemplate, let's chant this Pasuram and remember what has been told in this class today. Mayanai, Manna Vadamathai Maindhanai, Thuya Perinir, Yamunai Turaivanai, Ayar Kulathinil Thondrum Anivilakkai, Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Seida Thamodaranai, Pooyomai Vandanam Thumalar Thuvi Tholudu, Vaayinal Paadi Manathinal Sindhikap, போய பிழையும் புகுதருவான் என்றனவும் தீயினில் தூசாகும் செப்பேலோட் என்பாவாய் ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம் எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம் ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you. Hare Krishna. We'll see you again tomorrow 5 a.m.
Hare Krishna.